I always have the mindset of trying to score, but the season was a little bit difficult for me. But every time I know it's something I have, and I always want to improve on scoring. And I know people ask me a question about it, like you haven't been up there in a while, but I'm trying to ask what the team demands. So I'm trying to do what the team demands. So
let me ask you about the first goal where you didn't even settle it. The ball came at you in front, and you just one-timed it. Was that by design?
Yeah, one thing is we've been having these situations a lot in training, and I'm always somebody who's trying to look for the pass. But people encourage me to do it. You have the ability to do it. So I've been working on it, and it came out like that.
How bad did you feel the Rowdies needed a result tonight?
We needed it. We really do needed it after a tough away game. We really needed it to stay on top and keep fighting till the end. So we really needed this, and what I think from the coaching staff and the guys, we all knew what this game was about, and there was nothing more than 3 points. So I think everybody was ready for it, and we got the job done.
It's been a bumpy few weeks, and you knew coming in tonight you wanted to get a result and at home in front of the fans, and it's kind of a wild night. You got a hydration break, and then you come out after halftime, and now it's a soaked field from the rain. How hard is it to keep executing your game plan when you've got disruptions and distractions like that?
Yeah, one thing is it is hard as a player, but one thing we knew was whatever be the situation, we needed a win. It doesn't matter what happens, we needed to win this game. It's great we win. I didn't know how it would feel right now if we had a tie or lost the game. So, you know what? Credit to the guys. We all fight hard and, got these 3 points.
I'm just happy for the team. Very happy for the team. We needed it. It was a big win for us. So, 3 points tonight, and we're going to look to get the 3 points next weekend too.
You come down here, you made the move from Canada down to here, and I'm sure Neil told you some things when he's recruiting you, probably about how he wanted you to play and what you want to do. Is this the kind of game you've been building up towards? Is this what you were hoping to see when you came here, or you've already kind of surpassed your expectations?
No, I'm happy with my performance tonight, but it's really about the team. Coming from North Carolina, it was a tough loss, so we were just focused on this weekend to get the 3 points, and we got it.
And how's a result like this against, you probably deserved it the way you played tonight, and considering the opponent, how's this set you guys up mentally going forward for the rest of the year?
It builds momentum up for the rest of the season. We take it one game at a time, so next weekend we're going to focus and do film and prepare for ourselves to get the 3 points again.
When things are going well for you, you seem to be a guy that thrives on the moment and has fun. Mm-hmm. How much fun was tonight's game?
A lot of fun. I hope the fans had fun too, and we enjoyed it. But like I said, next weekend we just got to get the 3 points again.
I'm glad that's the way Poku felt. We certainly didn't put any more emphasis on it because we want to win every game. But we just asked the boys to get back to some of the standards they'd set. And I was at pains to point out the other night that people, again, love statistics in many respects, but when 3 out of 4, it's disappointing, but it doesn't tell the full story. I think the Birmingham game, there was things that we knew as a team and as a staff that we could do maybe a bit better. Then the last game kind of went either way, and we were on the wrong end of it because of 2 or 3 small mistakes. So it can get blown out of proportion, and the important thing is always when things are good or when things are bad is to try and stay as level-headed as possible. And the players, as I say, they reverted to type tonight, and I'm pleased for them.
We talked a little bit before the game about the conversation you were having with the officials at the end of the last game. Do you think the players saw that and figured they wanted to avoid that this tonight if possible? Did you say something to them along the same lines?
I'd like to think that after the game with the players I was balanced. I mean, again, it's not just the players, it's everyone at the club that affects the playing side, that we look at everything. I look at myself first and foremost. But I definitely asked, a few questions of them, but very balanced. One thing I said to them was they've put this club in a great position. They've taken the club a long way. They've put a lot into it, and tonight they got back to the high standards that they've set, and now there's no reason why we can't stay there.
You got McCarthy back in goal tonight after a stretch being out, and he didn't have to do a whole lot of work, and the offense, turned the tables on the other team this time. But just giving him a look over, how do you think he looked tonight?
Yeah, look, again, with John, his record speaks for itself this season, and he's got a great influence on the team. And as a centre back, I know that the effect having a goalkeeper like John behind you can have, and it sometimes is not something you can see, something you feel. I have to say, Macklin has done admirably well. He's come into the team at a very tough time. We've had a lot of injuries, and I think I've learnt a lot about Macklin, and he's going to be one for the future for this club. But I think having John back tonight was good, and again, they're all part of a bigger picture, and that's the rowdies and the squad and trying to help each other. So I was pleased to have him back in there tonight.
Kind of a standard performance from Poku, except that he actually got on the score sheet. How pleased were you with that?
So pleased for Pokes. I think he's been excellent in the last 3 or 4 months. I think he's been really, really good, and I'll be honest and say the only thing that's taken away from his performance is that he's not notched a couple of goals. And he did tonight, and I hope he does between now and the end of the season, because that's what really brings the praise to his all-round performances. And as a midfielder, any midfielder, I don't care if you're a holder, number 8 or number 10, you've got to score goals. And tonight our midfielders did that, and now it's just time for the centre backs to step up.
I asked Poku about it from the player's perspective, but it was kind of a weird game because you have the really hot weather the first half. You've got a hydration break. You come out after halftime and it's poured and the ground's different. How does that affect the way you approach the game, or do you alter anything in what you're trying to do because of those conditions? We take the heat into account, but ultimately we prepare in the heat, and we try not to give it too much to sway us. And then in terms of the rain and that, it helps. If anything, it helps. It cools things down, and I certainly enjoy it. Again, you can't buy confidence, can you? When people say, "Oh, he's lacking in confidence," I mean, what do? You can't give someone confidence. You can try to show them support and encouragement, and sometimes it might be a firm word, but ultimately you've got to play your way out it, and the players did that. And you play your way out it with a work ethic. And that's what the players did tonight. They came to work, they came to fight, and they ended up with 5 goals. Won't it always be like that? But I'm glad they got their just rewards. I think on the balance of play, we deserved it.